Good morning, grade 6 girls. Good morning. Hope you are doing well. So, finally, we came to our last lesson, the reproductive system. Girls, this lesson just you need to know the vocabulary terms and I will explain, and that's more than enough to know about it. And inshallah, girls, please, I told you before from the beginning, from the starting of the term, please don't throw any of your grade 6 books. They'll be continued in grade 7 and grade 8 too. So let us continue. Let us start with the new lesson, lesson number 6, the reproductive system. By the end of the lesson, you will be able to relate the structure of the reproductive system to its function. Now, here they have just shown a picture of a pregnant woman and how do they do exercises such as yoga or other stretches to stay healthy to their body. Now, next, girls, here, what are the main functions of the male reproductive system? Every time I used to say in the class that sperm are the male cells that are used for reproduction. Each sperm cell carry how many chromosomes, girls? 23 chromosomes. That is half of the chromosomes of the other body cells, maybe from the female cells. So the male reproductive system also produces hormones. Those hormones are nothing but chemical messengers. Now, the testis is an organ, girls. This is the male reproductive organ, and it's a very important, that's a main important reproductive organ. And this produces a hormone called as testosterone. Again, girls, these are the pair of testicles. Okay, and they produce a hormone called as testosterone, which is responsible for reproduction. Now, like example, even testosterone, the one which is released in the males, are responsible for the change of the voice when they grow. You know, like you have heard your brothers, you have heard of your brother's voice changing when they're growing to 11 to 12. And now facial hair, the development of beard and the mustaches. Now, next you need to know about the penis, that is the organ that delivers semen into the female reproductive system. Now here, in the female reproductive system, egg, you remember I told you egg cell is responsible in the female reproductive system. Okay, it is produced in ovaries here. Do you see? This is the pair of ovaries. This is uterus, vagina, and these tubes, they are called as fallopian tubes. These all are located here. Now, egg is the female egg cell. Like sperm, egg cells have 23 chromosomes. Same thing, only half the number of the other body cells. Now, there in the male cells, it was producing testosterone. Here in the female cells, they are producing estrogen and progesterone. Again, girls, they're called as estrogen and progesterone, which are responsible for female characteristics such as breast and getting wider. And they also regulate the development and release of eggs, and they prepare the body for the pregnancy. An ovary is a reproductive organ that produces eggs. Females have hundreds of thousands of immature eggs in their ovaries. Like sperm, egg cells are produced through the process of meiosis. I think you remember meiosis means sexual reproduction. During a female's lifetime, usually about 400 of her eggs will mature and be released from the ovaries. Oh my God, 400. Now, a woman's reproductive system goes through changes that produces an egg, release the egg, and prepare the body for pregnancy. These changes are called the menstrual cycle and usually take about 1 month. Every month, the starting, you get your periods. About halfway through the cycle, after 14 days of your period, an egg is released from the ovary. That egg goes and travels to the fallopian tubes, that pair of tubes that connect each ovary to the uterus. The uterus is the organ in which the egg develops into a baby. When a baby is born, it passes through the vagina, the canal between the uterus and the outside of the body. Girls, if you don't understand, don't go much into detail. You just need to know those fallopian tubes, ovaries. Okay, now here. What's an embryo, girls? During fertilization, the egg and sperm combine to